The Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Santos ready to get this one started, and off we go from Northwest Stadium. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready! Bravo 80! Ready!
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And he's in! Zach Ertz, touchdown Commander. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. He's going to let out to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Here's carry number 1 for Roschon Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
they've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
On 1st down, Daniel. Throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
14 yards. That's good for a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They try and run the option left. Now the pitch to Eckler. And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on 3rd down.
3rd and
1. Hiking 18.
3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Then Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play.
2-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7. Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And he's going to have the Bears first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
On the option, it's Swift. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
It is 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Right side, caught by Burden. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Another one there for Burden. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he indeed picks up a Bears first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
That's complete to Moore on the right side. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Here's third down and a few inches. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. The Bears go ahead and take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Swift trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Short of the goal line. No gain on the play.
One more time, they try Swift, and he barrels his way into the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch, Bronco 80.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's going to have the Bears' 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams now to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by Will Harris. And the Commanders are going to take possession.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out into the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Looking to Samuel on the outlet. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. It's 3rd and 4.
Come on, come on. Set. Ready.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one, no good, and they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll go with Johnson, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. It is 2nd down and 5. A run with Swift. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
It's now 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got a man, that's DJ Moore. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Finding space at the 15. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD. final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. To return, it's McCaffrey. Uh-oh. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 52 yards.
And this game certainly looks a lot different now after that completion, Mike. I mean, to pick up that many yards in the 2-minute drill, everybody in the huddle can just take a deep breath. All they need is a field goal. So right now, work the clock, possess the ball, send out your kicker and see if he can win it.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to win the game. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And the missed kick is going to cost them the game.
And you just can't help but feel for a guy in this situation, Mike. I mean, he's got a chance to be the hero. His guys get him down there, put him in position to win the game here late. But he couldn't convert. It's a lonely feeling walking off that field.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. They come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.